Welcome back to Library of Ruina, dear patrons. I am of course Kai Sohal, and I'm not really opposed to smoking. I mean... But I should stop doing that for now, because I do not have the Puffy Bruin passive, and I don't want to take that much extra damage. So, as you might have surmised from the intro, I am ever so slightly high. Well, don't worry, it's legal here. First, let's check out the Smiling Faces background lore. I of course replayed their battle and gathered all the pages. Wang explains some more about the night in the backstreets, and it's interesting that you aren't even allowed to gather evidence what happened that night in the backstreets. Well, it wouldn't do a thing anyway, because yeah, everything is legal in that particular 1.5 hours. So yeah, even if you would gather evidence that someone was murdered or whatever, nobody cares. Great. Jane tells us a little bit more about the backstreets, and that there are actually voluntary neighborhood watchers who are sometimes even doing a better job than the Zweier Association. I mean, that's nice. Me tells us about this rule that you aren't allowed to harm the residential area, which is kind of weird. Is that only a rule in the 23rd district? Because I do remember that the Kurokumo clan very much invaded a home in their background story. Well, not background story, in their story leading up to the invitation. So, well, we will see. Or, well, I don't know about that. I don't know if we will see more about this rule. Or maybe it's just a backstreet rule. And the Kurokumo clan was invading the former nest of a corporation, so... Yeah, the generic smiling face page just says that backstreet rules don't apply in the nest, and the other way around. So what did I do with the smiling faces? Well, I gave it to Yesod, because, fun fact, most of the smoke pages are blunt attack pages, so they do work well with his abnormality pages. And I also gave him the other experimental decks, like Philip's Burn deck and a Rose deck I made. I did try it out in me refighting the smiling faces, and it works okay. It has amazing light regen and card draw, but of course the big elephant in this room is the overcharge. Great card, but renders him useless in the following round. I don't really know about that. If I want to keep it around for long. The smoke deck. Oh, and also they aren't really specialized in anything. So I gave them solidarity to just generally power up their attacks. And by they I mean the charged cards. My Wang deck is way too gimmicky for my taste. You either have inhaled smoke, or, well, if you have enough light and hopefully quite a bit of smoke, you use one of these cards. It works well for the Eugene deck with the ink over specialty, but yeah, I don't know if the smoke deck will work out. I did equip them with Puppet Skeleton and Oink's passives to make them even better at blunt damage. But unfortunately, for Nicholas, I didn't have any of the passive pages left that I needed, so I instead equipped them with even more defensive power. And all of them have all the passives of all the smoke of all the Smiling Faces characters. I did equip them all in the Wang's page, but well, I could have just as easily done it with, like, where are they? I scrolled past them there. I could have just as easily done it with Jin's or Mi's pages. As a baseline, I mean. So, what do we do with that? As I am said, I'm not really too sure about it. If the smoke pages will work as I imagine them, and Philip is problematic in his own right, and yeah, I don't really like Rose's page either, so let's try out another general invitation as my more experimental battlefield. We did see the 7 association generic battle, so let's try out what else we have. So Bamboo had Kim. Oh, a golden page, that's nice. Singular Strike, Unrelenting. Unrelenting is pretty cool. We have seen it with, was it Oscar? I forgot who had Unrelenting. Excuse me? What the fuck is that? Swordplay of the Homeland. Like straight up power, not attack damage or anything. Straight up slash dice power. And of course combined with Razor Strike. Oh. And amazing resistances and decent HP. Wow. I want you. And let me guess, every single card he owns is a slashing card, of course. Okay, nice light regen. Huh, I am mistaken. This one has a pierce die on it. But it even boosts slash dice power even more. Oh god, what? Why is the text so tiny? Wait, on clash lose. That's going to be difficult to lose on a 5 to 10 die, not counting his slash dice power. Then it gives you what? A 5 cost page with a slash 14 to 23 counter. What? And on hit inflicts 5 paralysis and 3 bleed. And you cannot hold 2 of them. That sounds weird and very, very difficult to set up. First of all, you need to lose this. Like that clash. I mean, sure, that can happen. But then you get a 5 cost purely counter card? I don't think we have seen one of these. So what else does he have? The Slay is a nice card, especially with his extra power. He should pretty reliably get the extra strength and some light regen. That's nice. Overthrow. Excuse me. I feel I'm saying this word a lot. Boost slash dice power by +3. And that's the card that we that he gets by Yield My Flesh. So wait, he actually does have a card, one of these cards in hand, and yeah, it's only a single counter die. Oh, but okay, I see where this is going. Like, you just play it, and everybody who attacks you gets completely wrecked. Ha. Yeah, but the setup is just so... First you need to lose this, and then have 5 light, and have people attacking you. Because it has to be a one-sided attack too, otherwise the counter dice doesn't work. I don't, and especially against us, that will be just useless. We just don't attack him one-sided. It's like the purely defensive cards. If the NPCs do it, you can just ignore that. So what about his generic blade lineage people there? They do not have his absurd passives. But they can also boost their slash dice a lot. And yeah, okay, I see. And it's a straight up duel 4 against 4. Let's take out Nicholas and put Maximin back in. And let's try this. I suppose anyone's death is fair game here. Whether there's boiling water or searing fire, we can't afford to wait and see. It is as though a moat of boiling water surrounds this place. We will breach their defense at all cost. Believe we'll make it with no trouble. Yeah, no, you will not. Even given all your advantages, you have way too few speed dice to win. But let's see how this will work. So, I mean, that dice are nice. But Searing Sword at least has a chance against it. And as we saw with the Kurokumo clan card that boosts slash dice power, it only works on that person who actually uses it, not everybody as I thought. So yeah, I'm not that afraid. Yeah, just fight back with Flash of Honor. You. Yeah, that's a 5 to 8. Well, a 4 to 7 really, but... So... yeah, you know what? Just go hard against it, hit his sleigh with an overcharge. So you are prepared for space, but that of course will mean that they are not available in the next round. How do we do this in the... and yeah, a deep drag will handle draw of the sword easily. And inflict him with lots and lots of smoke. Unfortunately, we cannot do anything about that, so we will do it the other way around. Like that. Okay, let's answer that with inhaled smoke. And do even more inhaled smoke. Obviously, you want to focus down Bamboo Head Kim. He cannot live long. He must not live long. So. Oh, ah. His dice are so weak. Oh. No! That should have absolutely worked, but I rolled like shit. But that worked well. So what do we do? Yeah, metallic ringing should be excellent with this deck. You. And he is already staggered. He didn't even get to do much. Overcharge is just harsh when it works. While Philip is more the wear them down over time type. At least now he is boosted by his solidarity, and yeah, with 9 smoke now available, this will work great. But unfortunately we do not have light regen. Ah. But that's not the fault of the deck, that's just me having no luck in the draw. You need a deep drag. And an inhaled smoke to gather more smoke for himself, and yeah, that should work. Philip, why are you such a loser? But now he is almost dead. Yeah, if he just let him be, he may just burn to death. But of course we cannot just ignore him. Why did you draw all the 3-cost cards? Yeah, it's my own fault for making these decks so expensive, but they are supposed to draw the light regen cards too. Yeah. So what do we do about Yield My Flesh? I mean, just hit it with Rip Space. Do him the favor that to lose the clash. That will kill him anyway. So we don't even need to handle his Acupuncture card there. And for light regen, no, you will not win this. What do I do? Okay, target this one, but you will instead take over with Crack of Dawn. And of course a Puppet Blockade to for light regen. What do we do about this? Oh, don't have quite enough smoke yet, but well. But no, wrong one. Do a loss of senses anyway to mitigate the damage and well then hit back. And a smoking pipe for light regen. Unfortunately, the purely defensive card then does nothing, but well. I don't have much of a choice. I mean, it could do it the other way around. Use the smoking pipe to against overthrow. And then use loss of senses. There's a one-sided attack. Oh wait, does it? No, it doesn't depend on clashes. That's good. What do I do here against Acupuncture? Nothing. He will survive it, it's fine. And that worked well. Oh, he didn't lose actually. Even against Rip Space. But the loss of senses worked here, and yeah, that was down here. You're rough and pitful. Oh, and smoke does count as a status element, right? Right? Oh, you guys are so screwed. I mean, they were screwed before, but now they're extra screwed. Your rough and pitful journey comes to an end here. We might rest in peace. We put ourselves in a real pickle. Yeah. I see a dark cloud casting over the skies. It seems as if it will rain soon. The fault is mine. Oh, and there's Claim the Bones. Oh. As I said, we will just ignore it. What he can do nothing if we don't attack him. Well, we can actually attack him. We should just be careful with what. Like, we can still use Ripple. Yeah, but... yeah, Ripple is still good enough. And for the others... you would take that over with a smoking pipe. And hit him with a loss of senses. Yeah, you don't do anything about that. Just ignore it, just ignore it. Instead, just use Sunset Blade over here. Oh, and you do have enough emotion for that. I mean, okay, just hammer it against it with a Blazing Strike. That will do it. Probably. Otherwise... another loss of senses here. They are so dead. And why not also a smoking pipe? Just in case something survives. Yeah, no. They will not survive this. And there we go. We put ourselves in a real pickle. One error among 1,000 thoughts. It's my mistake. Shameful to miss a chance like this. So much for the reception of the blade lineage. So, it does seem to work well enough. So let's try it against an actual invitation. I am kinda afraid, but it's only a single act. How bad can it be? Getting crying children flashbacks.
안녕하세요, 라라 씨. 지령입니다.
Oh, this guy. Right. We saw him in the Kurokomo clan story. No, not the Kurokomo clan. The carnival story. Interesting.
라라에게 내일 정오까지 바늘 3개를 릴리의 생일 케이크에 넣어라.
What? Why though?
혹시 내일 생일인 옆집 릴리 아주머니 말인가요?
저도 모르겠어요.
아주머니께서 바늘을 먹고 다치시면 어떡하죠?
So they aren't allowed to question their orders? I guess this is the point?
혹시 모르잖아요. 릴리 씨가 운 좋게 먹기 전에 알아차릴 수도 있죠.
I guess?
아니면 라라 씨가 미리 바늘이 들어있다고 알려드려도 되잖아요.
Right. Or she could do that. But what's the point of the order then, if they can be so easily avoided? Like, or manipulated? Are, are they not allowed to tell people about them?
지령에 그런 말은 없었으니 괜찮을 거예요.
Apparently they can, so...
그래도 이상해요. 며칠 동안 이런 알 수 없는 지령만 받고 의미가 있는 건가요?
Is there a meaning to this?
지령이 수행되지 않으면 검지의 보호를 받지 못해요. 가족들이 있으시잖아요.
Okay.
지령을 수행하시길 바랄게요.
네.
Okay.
안녕하세요, 이덕구 씨. 새로운 지령입니다.
뭡니까? 여기서 뭘 더 하란 말이에요?
Apparently people can also get a lot of these prescripts.
미안해요. 저에게 매달리셔도 해드릴 수 있는 게 없어요. 자, 심호흡하고 지령을 읽어보세요.
What's this about?
이덕구에게 세 번째로 만난 사람과 가위바위보를 해서 반드시 바위를 낸다. 이긴 경우 그 사람의 머리카락 59개를 뽑아와서.
What? I think oddly specific doesn't even cover half of it.
스티로폼만 먹고 자란 미럼을 첨가한 해물크림 파스타 소스를 3번 뿌린 다음 포크로 먹는다.
What?
미친 새끼들 이딴 걸 먹으라고?
Yeah, but once again, you can just tell this person, look, I'm going to have to lose this rock, paper, scissors match. Please play paper. Well, they might be slightly weirded out, but if they know about these prescripts, or if you can show them the prescript and explain it to them, maybe you can avoid all this shit.
안 그래도 일주일 전에 하수구물로 리조또도 만들어서 옆집 민지에게 선물했잖아. 날 믿고 그냥 먹었다가 응급실로 실려갔다고.
Ew.
여시나 먹어.
미안해요. 저는 그저 지령을 전달할 뿐이에요.
Yeah, I guess he gets a lot of complaints.
제발 돈이라면 얼마든지 줄 테니까 아니면 한 번만 좀 다른 지령으로 바꿔줘.
저도 마음 같아서는 그러고 싶지만 제게는 그런 권한이 없어요.
Who is giving this out? I guess their boss.
누구나 지령 앞에서 시험을 받아요. 꼭 이겨내시길 바랄게요.
원장님, 오랜만이야.
That was not the voice I was expecting from that. And it also did really heavy thudding noises when she, I guess, walked. She definitely has a little girl voice. Oh, Index Proxy Gloria.
글로리아도 이곳에 라마커스 씨에게 용무가 있어서 오셨나요?
응, 맞아. 지령을 받아서 말이야.
저기요, 라마커스 씨. 안에 계시나요? 말씀 좀 전하러 왔어요.
응? 안 되겠네. 나한테 맡겨줘.
I can't get over her voice. It is adorable. And terrifying given her look. Out.
여기 있네.
And I am also again reminded of the so-called rule that they aren't allowed to harm residencies. That's very much sounded like harm.
제발. 정말 사소한 문제였는데. 혹시 지령을 수행하지 않으셨나요?
응. 라마커스 씨의 전두엽을 으깨 놓으라고 나에게 지령이 왔어.
Okay. So now we know what happens if you don't follow them.
대행자에게 지령이 온다는 건 누군가의 지령이 수행되지 않았다는 거예요.
Oh.
라마커스 씨. 지랄하지 마. 당신이 그린 그림을 죽여라. 이게 말이 되는 지령이야?
Kill the painting you have drawn. So wouldn't you just, like, don't know, shoot the painting or what? Or I don't know, hack it apart, like shredder it, whatever? How is that difficult?
난 내 인생의 전부였던 그림들을 먹을 치라고 칼로 찌르고 찢고 갖가지 방법으로 죽은 사람의 그림도 그리고 별짓을 다 했다고.
Okay, so he did that and it didn't work. How does one know that the prescript is fulfilled?
응? 간단한 문제잖아. 아무나 한 사람을 잡아서 그리고 그 사람을 죽이면 되는 일 아니야?
No, that's not the obvious solution. So how do you know that you did it wrong? The others were allowed to, well, in a certain amount, interpret the prescripts, but he did it wrong.
이건 내 잘못이 아니잖아.
Yeah,
이건 지령 탓이라고.
he didn't do anything wrong.
머리가 나쁜 걸 지령 탓하면 안 되지.
Excuse me?
이 미친놈들아. 난 살려고 별짓을 다 했어.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
이만이란 놈한테 숫자를 전달하고 유니콘 인형을 공원으로 옮겼고 애인이란 녀석이 하얀색 벽에서 초록색을 볼 수 있는 방법도 찾았어.
What? That's way more difficult than killing your painting. I'm not even sure what that means. Anyway,
정말 잘해왔는데.
이번에도 잘했어야지.
that very much sounds like everybody will fail sooner or later.
당신의 노력은 충분히 알겠어요. 하지만
우리에게 지령이 내려온 이상 우리도 지령을 따라야 하거든.
미안해요.
Smashing front lobe noises.
안녕하세요, 존 씨. 지령입니다.
존에게 내일 3시 38분에 아무 삼거리에서 동쪽을 바라보고 손을 7번 흔들어라.
Wait, wasn't the night in the back streets around that time? Better do that at the nest, I guess.
우와, 정말 이런 간단한 일만 해도 보호받을 수 있는 거예요? 다른 조직처럼 돈도 안 받으시고요?
Apparently.
네, 그렇답니다. 지령만 조건에 맞춰서 수행하시면 돼요.
알겠어요. 검진은 정말 최고예요.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
다른 곳처럼 무리한 대가를 요구하지도 않고요.
And I guess if you can't afford the others.
다시 한번 생각해 보시겠어요? 이 도시에 공짜는 없어요.
Oh, interesting that Jan here is trying to dissuade him from accepting index protection. So he isn't exactly loyal to the index. Maybe after all this weird bullshit he had to deliver.
가끔 오는 지령만 따르면 된다면서요.
Yeah.
둥지는 하루아침에 망했지. 거주구역에 버젓이 위험한 놈들이 돌아다니지. 다른 조직들은 터무니없는 돈이나 계약서
Oh, wait. So that means they are still in Lobotomy Corporation's nest. Yeah, I mean, that was following the storyline where we also had the Kurokumo clan, I think. So yeah, this is all about Elkor's nest. So if the nest still counts as a nest, there will be no night in the back streets at least.
제 가족을 지키려면 검지밖에 없어요.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
그렇겠죠. 지령을 지킨다면 안전할 거예요.
Yeah, even he does not believe that this will work out well for him.
아마도.
Maybe. Oh.
안녕하세요, 대행자 여러분. 새로운 지령이 내려왔습니다.
Oh god, and she is massive. I mean, Jan is pretty tiny, but yeah, even compared to those two.
새로운 지령이군.
요즘 들어 부쩍 지령을 많이 전달받는 것 같아.
지령이 그렇죠 뭐. 그리고 언제부터 지령에 술을 신경 썼다고 그래요?
I guess if you are a true index believer.
지령의 의무는 없지만 이대로면 엄지나 청소부가 피 좀 많이 흘리겠는걸?
Well, the Sweeper at least are significantly reduced. Yeah, they even complained in their background story that they had taken so many losses. Like invitation story, I mean, not a background law. Yeah, so I guess this is once more a complete body replacement deal.
지령의 뜻이 전쟁이라면 우리는 기꺼이 전쟁을 치러야지.
Okay.
우리는 지령의 의지를 대행할 뿐이니.
Yeah, he is not happy about that. Who are we fighting anyway? These people? Oh dear. They kinda terrify me. Especially Gloria.
대행자들은 각조의 수행자들에게 야한 전령의 지령을 전달하도록.
그나저나 이번 지령에는 뭐라 적혀 있나요?
I guess invade the library.
그게 말이야. 나는 여기 엘사 둥지 안에서 37살 먹은 사람들 척추를 뽑아오라네.
Why did I expect a prescript to make sense? And what does that even mean? Like all of them? Or one person? People implies several.
모든 37살을요?
Yeah.
글쎄, 애매한 지령의 해석은 에스더 대행자의 일인걸?
Why?
범인은 모든 사람들을 대상으로 한다. 37살을 남김없이 찾아내서 척추를 뽑아오도록.
Okay.
우리 조는 오늘 14번째로 만나는 사람의 왼쪽 다리와 26번째 만나는 사람의 오른 다리를 교체해야 한다.
What? And they just do it because... Just because.
엄지를 죽여라. 키아는 무제한.
Oh. Huh.
해석의 여지도 없군.
Yeah, so there is a war brewing. Well, it was just declared. The prescript says so. War against the thumb.
수행자들은 지령에 따라 도서관에 보내도록 하지.
Oh, but also invade the library.
아이고야, 결국 검지가 오긴 오는구만.
So, who are we fighting? He said something about the proselytes. I guess these Armenians, I guess? Well, at least we're not facing the proxies. Yet. We'll see if we'll face them. Somewhat.
지령은 모호해서 누군가의 해석이 필요한 것 같네.
And weird.
지령이란 걸 직접 본 적이 없으니 뭐가 어떻게 적혀 있는지 감도 안 온다. 누가 지령을 내리는지도 모르겠고.
So their boss isn't exactly a public figure.
어디서 오는지도 모르는 지령을 따르면서 큰 조직을 유지하는 건 말도 안 돼.
Apparently it works. Or they
그게
would
무서운
exist.
거야. 무작위로 내려오는 것 같은 지령은 확실한 결과를 내거든.
Huh. Interesting.
그런 지령을 누가 만드는지 모른다고?
적어도 난 지령의 근원을 아는 사람은 못 봤어.
But they follow anyway, I guess. Well, I mean, no wonder if you're threatened by lobotomy. Like the actual procedure, not lobotomy corporation, if you do not follow them.
이미 검지의 지령은 도시의 별이 된 지 오래고.
Oh, interesting.
믿겨지지 않네. 헛소리를 맹목적으로 따르다니.
Amphigory. I don't think I have ever seen that word.
다들 마찬가지야. 저 녀석들 말 맞다나 다들 어디선가 부여받은 삶의 목적에 따라 맹목적으로 수행할 뿐이니까.
Yeah. It is an interesting question how much freedom you really have if you are just following the orders of other people. I mean, you can, if you are just, if for you it's just a job, you can at least change it. But if something like the prescripts come around, oh dear. Well, they did volunteer to follow them for index protection. But anyway.
오히려 목적 없이 도시 속에서 헤매는 자들은 지령이라도 부여잡고 싶을걸.
자신의 목숨을 바치라고 해도?
That's a good question. If just a prescript comes and all it says is kill yourself, I guess the normal person would be screwed, but would these true believers actually do it? Because it must be followed.
엄지와 전쟁도 각오하는 걸 보면 목숨 아까워하는 놈들은 아니지.
Good point.
날개도 아닌 겨우 조직끼리의 다툼을 전쟁이라 할 수 있을지 모르겠네.
But I mean, in war or in like combat, you can always believe in that you're strong enough to survive. In some of these other situations, perhaps not. Like,
네가 저놈들 규모를 몰라서 그래.
oh, really?
각 손가락이 지닌 수백 개 이상의 산하 조직들이 모두
Hundreds.
순간 날개 전쟁에 필적하는 피해와 후유증이 남거든.
Oh, shit.
한동안 저 미치광이들로 밖이랑 도서관이 시끌벅적해지겠네.
So yeah, we are just facing index people. Huh, that's interesting. So if you have this, you want a really, really varied deck. And once again, percent chances. I'm not fond of these and they don't even do much. So let's see. I mean, that's a cool light regen card. Not as good as some of the others we have, but anyway, I did not wait. Where is, like, of course this is better. Well, it does have a slightly better offensive die. Anyway, but no, I wanted to use Yesod. Seven or more pages in hand, that's unlikely. It's not even that good of a card. That sucks. I mean, 4 to 8 and 4 to 7 isn't bad for one cost, I guess. But that this modifier works for the character. So, but they only have one speed die, so I guess it's just weird. Singleton, what does it says right there? Ah, interesting mechanic. And I guess, yeah, they do not have any duplicates. Every card is unique. Oof. I don't know if I would use that because, as you can see, I like to spam good cards when I have them. I guess you can build a deck around that. Oh, then they even have more singleton cards. That's okay, I guess. Oh, that's cool. See, you probably can build a deck around that. Because draw to 3 pages is extremely good. And even the dice aren't bad. Wow. Okay, now I see how you can actually have 7 or more pages. But wait, they only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they would have to. They would need to have the complete deck in hand. Ah. Okay, let's, as we are once again limited to 4 people, let's do it again in this combination. So, I am pretty confident that we will win. After all, once again, they only have a single speed die. Oh no, I removed this quote. Simply follow the predetermined path. The prescript shall guide me. We are simply obeying our prescript. Can sense what is ahead of me even without the aid of vision. Hey, the most interesting part is their power-ups here. So, oh, of course. I mean, that's cool. If you have a varied enough deck, you can then always just play what is powered up. Huh. Like Blunt power up and, well, Blunt dice. And Slash power up and... Ha! But this one does not play Slash dice. Pierce power up and Pierce the dice. Okay. And they are all aiming for him. Oh, for May. Looks May, anyway. That's kind of bad, because he is supposed to do the... Sorry. He is supposed to do the one-sided attacks, because his dice suck. So let's try to drag away at least some of that. And yeah, pay attention, they are powered up. Their pages aren't that good, but this little grace of the prescript makes them quite problematic. Yeah, let's try some damage mitigation with Smoking Pipe. And... Yeah, you know what? Drag this away then. Ah, shit, but I cannot redirect the other ones. They all have 5 speed. So this will be painful for poor Philip. Especially that first die, we can't do anything about that, except try to mitigate the damage. Ouch, that will hurt. But yeah, we can't do anything about that. Actually, you take that attack with Smoking Pipe. And then hammer him with a Deep Drag. Ah, shit. I need charge to exist before I can properly use these. So I guess just let's also focus someone down. Let's just hit him with twice energy cycle. The light regen is wasted, but well, what can we do? Ah, that hurt. Now come on, that was just a bad roll. Ugh, that didn't work. Ah, deep drag. And deep drag. And now they take real damage. Oh, I just straight out killed them. Rest in peace, we will handle the rest. This must be another dispensation of the prescript. I accept it. Yep. So yep, they are willing to die for it. Let your eyes rest and go along the road determined by the prescript. It's an honor to meet your death following the prescript. Okay, okay. Cool. I understand you now. And apparently the prescript says, keep attacking Philip. Yeah, that's bad. Especially once again, I cannot redirect this one. But I can answer that with a crack of dawn. I won't have any light left, but well. We can just drag away the other ones. Oof, that's a lot of damage again, especially with the Pierce power up, but yeah, try to answer that with a Ripple and a Leap. Why are you not drawing my light regen? Do I have to put in more of the smoking pipe cards? Yeah, I kinda don't want to. Anyway. Yeah, then answer that with a inhaled smoke. The first die is kinda problematic, but at least the other one is severely debuffed. Actually, no, you answered with a deep drag. Well, even better, answered with a smoking pipe. That did nothing, and then... Good. At least they mutually hit each other, and Crack of Dawn didn't do much. But here you have a... I forgot what the card was called. Yeah. Ow. Yeah, and Lament is excellent because smoke counts as a status element. At least I highly think so. They really are only attacking Philip. Huh. I was kinda joking earlier when I said that the prescript says annihilate Philip, but apparently that might actually be true, or is it just coincidence? And I did not draw any light regen. God damn it. Yeah, okay, do inhaled smoke against the undertake prescript. It should be fine. He is still very healthy. We cannot do rip space. I also did not draw overcharge. I have terrible luck with card draw in this battle. So use Dimensional Rift and Dimensional Rift, so I won't even need overcharge. Execute is trouble, so use inhaled smoke against it to mitigate the damage, and then loss of senses. You just... yeah, burn this one. With Seeing Sword and Flash of Sunup. Oof. Oh, it almost worked, but no. Ah, shit. But their biggest problem is that they are, ouch, very inferior in terms of speed dice. So we can just bash them down in one-sided attacks. And he will burn to death. Inhaled smoke, yeah, just mitigated the damage, and we even got a counter hit in. Yeah, sure. May the prescript be with you in death. It's an honor to meet your death following the prescript. So right now your sword should be really powered up. With both Metallic Ring and Lament. And especially since 9 Smoke also gives more power. Yeah, a Deep Drag will really mess them up then. And they're still attacking field. Yeah, this can't be a coincidence anymore. And Smoking Pipe against no one in particular. And you do not have enough emotion level to do Blazing Strike. Blazing Strike never works. Anyway, use Puppet Blockade to mitigate the damage. I'm using that word a lot. Don't... I mean, I guess... No, I won't need it. That's pointless. Just don't do anything. You too, you just use a single inhaled smoke here. And since you have more than enough, you just hit them with a rip space. That should do it. Oh, come on. Ouch. Yeah, you are screwed. You hit back a little, but yeah, there we go. Same quotes. Okay, that did not in fact do it. No. I wanted to finish him with a nice blazing strike, but no. So eat a rip space. There you go. I am not sure why it has led me to this ending. The index has an interesting logo. I'm not sure what it means, but well, it shows off the index finger. But what's up with the flower and the circle there? I am not sure about the symbolism. Cool. So yeah, nothing special in these books, so I guess I won't need to replace this. And we are now Star of the City. Try calling each star something beautiful. Interesting. We don't know where this is or who that is. He has an interesting voice too. Very I forgot the English word for it. Blechern in German. Like if you're talking through a tin can or something.
오늘 도서관이라는 별 하나가 하늘에 떴어. 이 별은 어떤 꿈으로 도시를 비출까?
Hey, we are a star now.
이 별이 부디 도시의 달콤한 꿈을 깨우지 않기를.
They sound very weird, like into it, like
아까부터 뭘 그렇게 열심히 적고 있어?
모든 일을 끝내고 이곳에서 나갔을 때 하고 싶은 걸 적는 중이야.
a bucket list. I mean, you should have one. That's fine.
굉장히 빽빽한데?
미트 스튜 먹는 것도 제대로 적었어.
Oh, wasn't that in the story where he lost his wife? No. Probably shouldn't remind him of that.
정말 기억해줬구나.
난 뭐든지 기억할 수 있으니까.
그러면 굳이 적을 필요 없지 않아? 아, 물론 기분 상하게 하려는 뜻은 아니야.
I guess it's more a ritual to feel more human, I guess.
사실 잊지 않으려고 적는 거 맞아.
뭐?
You can forget?
인간에 가까워지고 있나 봐.
Oh.
내 기억들이 완전하진 않아도 점차 옅어지는 게 느껴져.
Huh.
적은 처음이야.
Interesting. So the plan is working.
지워야 할 기억들이 아직도 까마득하게 남았지만.
Yeah, I can imagine.
그래도 여러모로 축하해. 간절히 원하던 거잖아.
고마워. 그래서 이제는 다음이라는 걸 꿈꾸기 위해 이 종이에 적는 거야. 네가 말한 울타리 그런 거지.
I am suddenly concerned. Am I even recording this? Is this just a fragment of my mind? No, everything seems fine.
꿈이라.
롤랑, 너는 어때? 이곳에서 나가면 어떤 것부터 하고 싶어?
글쎄, 일단 해결사 일은 접을까 생각 중이야. 여러모로 지쳤거든.
Yeah, I mean, it does sound like very exhausting work. given what we know about the Eugene key page. Well, this was a pretty extreme example, but, well.
그래? 네가 어떤 해결사였는지는 몰라도 곁에서 지켜본 바로는 적성에 맞아 보이는데.
With the right key pages, at least.
잘 싸우는 건 그렇다 쳐도 여러 상황에 대처하고 능숙하게 일을 받아넘기는 걸 보면 네 말대로 꽤 잘 나갔을 것 같아.
With the right key pages, at least.
그런 점이야말로 해결사의 미덕처럼 보였거든.
하긴 내가 생각해도 해결사만큼 잘 맞는 일은 없을 것 같다. 그래도 이제는 좀 쉬고 싶어. 이 정도가 적당해. 다른 사람을 위해서 누군가의 피를 보는 일은.
Yeah, I can see why this is hard.
그래서 어떤 일을 하고 싶어?
그렇게 집요하게 물어봐도 말이지. 이곳의 일이 끝난다면... 아, 정말 생각 안 나네.
정 없으면 내 일을 도와줄래?
Help her? By
이번에는
what?
정식으로 고용할게. 일에 맞는 보수도 지급해줄 수 있어.
어떤 일인데?
뭐겠어? 이 종이에 적은 것들이지.
Does make sense.
아까도 말했지만
피를 보는 일들은 아니야.
응.
나도 피를 보는 건 이제 충분해. 네 말대로 다음이라는 걸 생각해보니 떠오르는 게 자유더라고. 복수를 이룬 후에 자유를 얻고 별 탈 없이 세상을 돌아다니면 좋겠다 싶었어.
That would be cool, yeah.
그래도 무사히 여행을 마치도록 호위해달라는 건...
무슨 소리야. 내 몸 정도는 스스로 지킬 수 있어. 말동무나 해주면 돼.
We actually haven't seen anything about that. I mean, right in the beginning, she quite suddenly removed his limbs, so I guess she can fight, but other than that, she didn't even fight back if one of the invitees got violent with her. So I don't know about that.
지금까지 온 손님을 보니 너보다 잘 맞을 것 같은 친구는 없을 것 같아서.
Oh. So he is kinda her friend now, by now, huh?
친구인가?
내 일방적인 착각인가? 내가 아는 사람은 정말 적거든. 그 몇 없는 사람들조차 못 볼 꼴만 봐야 했지.
Well, she is kind of forcing him to do this job, so I don't know. How do you feel about that, Roland?
서로 정해진 배역을 무대 위에서 연기할 뿐이었으니까. 그들에게 결국 나는 대본을 읊기 위한 도구이자 기계. 그 이상 그 이하도 아니었어.
사사들, 아니 세피라와 직원들 말이구나.
다른 곳에서 다른 형태로 만났다면 동료가 됐을 수는 있겠네.
Well, at least with some of the more cheerful and social ones, like Malkuth and Chesed, and Hort. Hort probably wouldn't even dare to say no, given how reserved she is.
그래서 어떻게 생각해?
About being called a friend?
이곳의 일이 끝난 후 말이야.
Or that.
아, 그 이야기는 긍정적으로 검토해 볼게.
Well, first let's finish up the invitations, right?
나쁘지는 않겠어. 다 내려놓고 세상을 돌아다녀 보는 것도.
Oh, oh no, no. So much more work.
철학의 층 지정사서는 비나라.
Oh, her.
여기는 헤스드랑 다른 냄새를 풍기는데?
홍차 내음이란다.
Wow. She does look quite pretty in this art style. I'm kinda ambivalent about black tea. I'm not much of a tea drinker.
커피랑은 다르게 좋은 향이구만.
But at least better for my stomach as coffee, at least, yeah.
그렇단다. 파란머리 도련님은 아직 제대로 된 홍차 맛을 모를 테지.
Coffee does have his advantages, and coffee also has a nice smell.
이곳은 다른 층과 다르게 위압감이 느껴져.
Yeah, with very calming music in the background. But certainly also ominous in some ways.
철학이라는 주제랑 뭔가 맞네. 무슨 말 하는지도 모르겠고 말도 무겁고.
네가 보는 도서관은 어떠니?
Oh yeah, she looks great. I really love the design of her outfit there.
내가 보는 도서관?
사람들의 피를 마시는 죽음의 공간인지, 정보를 축적하는 지식의 첨탑인지, 혹은 새로운 삶을 위한 방주일지.
She fits perfectly into her flow of philosophy, yeah.
내가 본 도서관은 투기장?
Well, certainly the invitations at least.
엔젤라든 사서든 각자 원하는 것을 어떻게든 쟁취하려는 곳이야.
But yeah, sure. Also in a broader sense.
그래서 굉장히 치열하지. 피가 튀고.
네가 바라보는 도서관은 그렇구나. 그렇다면 너에게 있어 도서관은 어떤 곳이니?
나한테는 뭐 감옥이지.
Yeah,
그렇게 보이지 않는구나.
really? Why?
넌 기회를 잡으려 하고 있어.
Huh.
당연히 여기서 나갈 기회를 잡아야지.
He does get a little bit angry about that, it seems. Yeah, nobody is happy to be in a jail.
네가 그렇다면 그런 것이겠지.
뭐야 넌 대체?
Gebra also questioned him about his abilities and motives. I do wonder if they have a point, that he is not telling the whole truth.
다 아는 듯한 말이나 하고.
난 비난한다.
아니, 넌 지금까지 만난 사사들과 풍기는 냄새가 달라.
첫 번째 삶에서 어떤 존재였는지가 궁금한 것이구나.
그래, 넌 대체 누구야?
He asked rather pointedly again.
머리의 조율자였단다.
Is that impressive?
뭐라고?
난 일어난 지 얼마 되지 않았단다. 이 차와 함께 마음을 추슬러야 하니 다음에 다시 찾아오려무나. 책도 잊지 말고.
잠깐!
And he just gets ignored. Okay. Cool. Wow, she gets 4 people right away. Ah, interesting. And plenty of abnormalities to go. Wait, I cannot even click on her though. I can click on her assistants just fine. But apparently she refuses to be equipped or anything. So what will we... Let me check the time. Yeah. I will not do anything else in this video. So let's just check out what our next battles will be. The Warm-Hearted Woodsman. I'm not sure I remember him from Lobotomy Corporation. But we just fought the wolf. Again. And Book of Queen Bee. Yeah, I think I had her. Oh damn, I don't remember much about that. So yeah, next video will be full of abnormality battles, obviously. So look forward to that if you are into that. Until next time.